Good evening and welcome. Hey guys, so today's video is going to be what I am calling a universal Halloween glam. Now I'm calling it universal not only because I think this look would flatter pretty much anyone, but also because you could use this particular makeup look for tons of different things for Halloween. Originally, the concept for me came from the idea of like girls who maybe like are going to a Halloween party or have to dress up for work but don't want to do all of the things and get an actual costume, but kind of in the Halloween spirit. However, once I finished it and I put on my dress, I kind of had the idea of like all the other things you could wear this makeup for. It'd be a great Wednesday Addams makeup. It would be a great witch. It'd be a great vampire. You could take this in a few different directions, and obviously if you don't want to do the black lip, you don't have to, but I definitely think it's really kind of what gives it that Halloween vibe, as opposed to like this could be like a New Year's Eve eye look. The black lip really brings it together. Before we get started, make sure that you are subscribed. If you are not, thumbs up the video if you enjoy it, and also hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all of my future uploads. Let's just get this Halloween party started. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get this party started. Everyone say a silent little prayer for me. I'm going to prep my lips. Oh! A nail just broke somewhere between my office door to the seat. I'm gonna go ahead and prep my lips using my Aquaphor lip balm. I'm gonna spray my face using the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. This is a little one I'm trying out before I buy the big bottle to see if I'm like sensitive to it. Off camera, I went ahead and did my brows and primed my eyes. I used Tarte Shape Tape to prime my eyes today. I'm wearing a hoodie. I'll probably be wearing this hoodie in like every video I film for the next few months because my office gets incredibly cold, and this is the only hoodie I have that zips in the front as opposed to something I can pull over my head. So I will be wearing it a lot. Get used to it. Setting my eye primer using my translucent powder, and I'm going to get started on this smoky eye. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you know that I tried to film this look yesterday and it was just a hot mess. I attempted to do a halo cut crease and like those really intense like halo cut crease, half cut crease with a wing and a double, all that stuff. Like, I don't normally complicated do you need to make your makeup, and I'm just not really into it, but after yesterday when I tried to do it and it turned out so bad, it's like awakened this competitive edge in me where like not only am I gonna get better at that, now I need to be amazing at it. So I'm not gonna do that today. To save my own sanity, I'm just going to do a super glam silver glittery, it'll be like a cut crease right here in the lid. I can't do that. For that, I'm going to be using mostly the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. So I'm gonna start off with the color, I think this is called Lattice. Really fluffy brush and work this from outer corner to inner corner. I'm gonna keep it pretty high. I'm gonna wing it out and I'm gonna bring it all the way in, and even though this is the lightest color I'm going in with, it is probably gonna be pretty pigmented as far as like the overall look I'm going for. My first pumpkin spice latte of the season. Might be my only one. I don't really drink these very much. They're like incredibly sweet, but you know, something to get you in the mood. I didn't sleep very good last night, and on top of that, my husband and my puppies got me up at like 4 o'clock this morning. I'm just, I have to go out of town this weekend. Be gone for like 4 days, and then when I get back, I have about 3 days until there is like a long weekend with me, my husband, and my squish, and we have so much stuff planned. It's gonna be really hectic. So much fun though. I'm gonna go in with this shade from the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. This on a slightly more tapered brush, following the motion that I just did with the initial shade. We're not taking this much lower, just kind of following that. You also can start packing this right here on your lid. Next, going in with the gray color from the palette, I'm just going to start packing this in the outer corner. I'm just pressing it. Once I have the shape that I want, I'm gonna go back in with a smaller brush that I started with and just work on those edges. I'm also pressing, like pushing this up in the outer corner. You might go back and forth and do that a couple of times until you build up the intensity that you want with this dark gray shade. You really want to bring this in right here to the inner corner to help you when you go to cut that crease later. Now I'm going to take black eyeshadow and start pressing this into the outer corner and moving it inward once again, trying to keep it high, but I don't want to cover up this gray shadow I have going on. I'm going to take Tarte Shape Tape and I'm going to start cutting my crease. Now the way that I do this is not something I do whilst I talk. If you want me to do a video on this, I can, like a eyeshadow 101 similar to the ones I've done in the past. I'd be happy to do that, but this is not my area of expertise. These like cut creases and stuff, I'm just trying to get good at them. Once I get it down to a science, I'd be happy to do a video on it. I'm gonna start putting some of that dark gray shade right here just to blend this edge together. Then I'm going to pack some more black here in the outer corner. Now I wanna clean up my mess. This is why I don't understand people who can do their foundation first, because this swipe, like, forget Tinder, this is the only swipe that matters to me. Ha! That's not funny at all. I'm going to take Sugar Pills Tiara Pigment. It's right here. I'm going to press that on to the center of the lid. First with my dry brush, and then I will wet it a little bit. Next, taking this Ben Nye Lumiere, it's called a Ultra Bright Pigment, and I'm going to apply that once again, first with a dry brush, and then I will dampen it just to kind of make the pigment stick. I think I'm going to do a wing today, and I'm 90% sure I will come to regret this decision, but let's do it anyway. As predicted, wish I wouldn't have done liner, but I'm going to quickly do my tight lining and mascara and pop on some lashes. I think the lashes that I'm using are Intoxicating, but they're not in the box anymore. I'm like 90% sure they're Intoxicating though. I'm gonna prime my skin using the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Yeah, that's what it's called. It has a really nice like citrusy smell to it. I'm just gonna work this into my skin. So while I'm waiting for this moisturizer to sink into my skin, I'm gonna go ahead and put some glitter on the inner part of my eye just because I feel like it needs a little something. Next, I'm going to take the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. The instructions say to use a pea-size amount for your like whole face, and this is typically something I would put where my pores and texture are the most disrespectful, I guess. Honestly, I do like this. I just don't really understand the hype yet. Like, it's nice. It's nice, but it's not, I'm not losing my ever-loving mind over it the way I thought I would. For foundation, I'm going to mix MAC Studio Fix Fluid with the NARS All Day Luminous something or the other. It's driving me nuts because it looks like there is like schmutz all over my eyeliner, and I can tell you in person that is not the case. I don't know what's going on. Driving me nuts. It's like this eyeliner is like shiny or something and it's being reflective. I'm not gonna 86 this whole video over that though, even though it is like making me wanna low-key scream. Okay, now that I have foundation on, I'm going to start, let's see, I think I'll contour. I don't always do a full-blown cream contour beat. Lately I really haven't been doing it very much, but since we are doing a Halloween glam, there's really no other time like Halloween to really pack the makeup on. This is the JH03 brush from Morphe. I've been using it for cream contouring. I mentioned to you guys in a recent favorites video that I've been really digging the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush collection, and this brush in particular is probably my favorite one I've ever used to blend out a cream contour. So I put on way too much contour, but that's okay, I can fix it. Do you guys have any plans for Halloween? Do you know what you're gonna be for Halloween? We just went and got costumes the other day. My husband's actually gonna be SpongeBob SquarePants. My squish wants to be Harley Quinn, but I believe she wants to be possessed Harley Quinn. I'm not really sure what she has in mind for that, but I'm excited to see her vision. I'm going to be Little Dead Riding Hood. I actually have a tutorial on my channel where I did a Little Dead Riding Hood makeup look. I will link it right here. But I literally just did that for the video, and I wanted to full-blown dress up like Little Dead Riding Hood for years. So I'm really excited to finally get to do that and like go somewhere dressed up that way. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this contour because it's large and in charge, and I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Naked Concealer to do that. And really all I do when I'm in this situation is I take my concealer, starting from the corner of my mouth, and I just go straight up like that. Then I'll take the sharp side of my beauty blender and kind of like drag this line down. And I know that's really harsh, so I just take like my foundation brush with the remainder of my foundation on it. Just kind of pat over that area very gently, just to kind of blend it together. The same concealer to highlight the center of my face. Under my eyes, I'm going to use the NARS. This is called the Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Mine's in the color Creme Brulee. I'm going to set the center of my face using my Charlotte Tilbury I can never say brush correctly the first time. It never fails. Airbrush Flawless Powder. That's what I'm using from Charlotte Tilbury. So I went to pick up my powder to show you guys before I applied it, and then it flew out of my hands. It knocked a stack of pigments onto the floor, shattered onto the floor. Like, I feel like this production is cursed. This is the second time I've done this video. Not today, Satan. Not today. Taking this Hourglass powder on a big old powder brush, and I'm just gonna set the remainder of my face. I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury Contour Bronze and Glow whatever palette. This guy is on his last leg, let me show you. So the highlighter wants to completely fall apart, and my contour shade is almost gone. If this isn't true love, I don't know what is. This is my favorite contour product ever. This is the Luxie Beauty 182 brush. I think I've talked about this before. It's in collaboration with JD Wadey on Instagram and YouTube. I don't know if I've talked about it in a while, but I'm here to let you guys know when it comes to nose contour, this is the best brush I've ever used. So I'm gonna quickly contour my nose, and I use Hoola bronzer to do that. Put a little bit of baking powder on the sides of my nose and then down the center just to kind of further highlight that, and a little bit on my forehead because for some reason, and I can't figure this out, when I take pictures, my forehead always looks so much darker than the rest of my face. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, so I'm always trying to brighten the center of my forehead up to try to like get in front of that. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my Urban Decay Primer Potion and put this underneath my lash line. I find that, ooh, excuse me for that. I find that when I don't prime my lower lashes before I apply like a smoky lash liner situation, it just does not last very long on me. Also, I've noticed that especially when I use like dark colors, and I plan on using some black, I run into a situation where it just like looks gray. It doesn't come off as pigmented as I would like for it to. I'm gonna mix the two gray colors I started off with, the more kind of cool tone brown and the deeper gray on a brush, and I'm not gonna take this all the way in. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna take those underneath my eye and smoke out my lash line. some black liner in the outer corners of my eye and then dragging it underneath the lashes. I'm gonna pack this black underneath my eyes. I'm gonna take like a small little smudgy brush, kind of like this. I'm gonna mix this gray color on top with the gray color we've been using, and I'm just gonna kind of like carve out my inner tear duct. Then I'm gonna take some white eyeliner and just kind of highlight that area. Favorite, if I had to say like one of my favorite beauty secrets, it's Clinique Lower Lash Mascara. It's only 12 bucks and it really does make a difference in your lower lashes, especially if you're like me and you're kind of challenged in that area. So yeah, just letting you know. For bronzer, I'm gonna take the JH02 and the MAC and Patrick Starr collaboration bronzer in the shade Give Me Life. Give me life is what it's called. Obviously, if you want to do a more pale moment with this look, like that would be cool too. However, I'm kind of freshly spray tan, so there wasn't really any point in me trying to go down that avenue with this. So I'm just gonna embrace what I've already got going on. I'm going to do Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic in the color First Love. I don't want to do anything too banana sandwich because we're gonna have like glitter and cut crease and black lips and all that stuff. So this is just a good way to give that color to the skin without taking over what I have going on. I'm gonna spray myself with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I'm gonna go change, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna take my Hourglass Dim Light Ambient Lighting Powder and just buff this all over my skin. I'm gonna take the Catrice Cosmetics Champagne Campaign Highlighter. I'm gonna line my lips. This is just a black eyeliner that I sharpened the absolute crap out of. So obviously, like, do this at your own discretion. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak. Do this at your Do this at your own discretion. I've never had any problems doing this. Know what I'm saying? Here we go. Lime Crime's Black Velvet Liquid Lipstick. Then, this is totally optional, but I thought it just kind of gave it a little something something. I'm gonna draw a teeny tiny little cross on my cheek. Guys, that is the completed universal Halloween glam tutorial. I have to be completely honest, is tongue-tied and butterfingery as I was during this tutorial, it's still only 1,000 times better than the one I filmed yesterday went, so I am happy. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Check the down bar for links to all my social media platforms. Subscribe if you have not, and I will catch you in the next one.